Hello, everybody, and welcome into another episode of Talking Fitchburg. Unexpected intro. Nobody saw it coming. Hello, welcome in. It is Talking Fitchburg. I am Preston doing the hosting stuff again today. Jeremy is not here today. He is vacant. He has left the building, and Andrew is still here. Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy. How's it going today?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Can't complain?
Why would I complain?
Can't complain.
Nothing to complain about. Although, let me say this. You know what?
Yeah.
Changing that. Gonna complain.
Okay.
Allergy season is upon us, ladies and gentlemen.
That is true.
And it is.
Here it comes.
It is getting me good.
Getting you?
Oh boy.
Gotta take that allergy medicine.
I'm on the allergy medicine, but again, I think it needs to like build up in the system.
Yep.
I think I need a couple, like a week.
Yep.
Right?
Get it going.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your disclaimer. Get on that medicine, that allergy medicine. It's coming. It's bad news. I can feel it in my bones and in my nose and in my eyes and in my skin. Anyway, that's enough about me. Am I right? Let's talk about the show here today. We have some good headlines for you about some informational meetings, positions opening here in the city of Fitchburg, all kinds of cool events coming up. Then, ladies and gentlemen, in the digest, we're going to talk about the big project, the Verona Road project, and this time I'm not going to talk about it. Jeremy's not going to talk about it. Heck, even Andrew's not going to talk about it.
Nope.
The folks from Verona Road, WisDOT, you know them, you love them. They're going to be here talking, laying out the project for you. And then, in the guest segment, Mr. Tom Clowder. He's an alder here for the city of Fitchburg, and he is our guest on this show. So, stick around for all that and much, much more. And it's time. Let's get into the headlines. Number 1, informational meeting. There's an informational meeting coming up at 7 p.m. on Thursday, March 29th at the Fitchburg Community Center. The city of Fitchburg is going to be holding this informational meeting regarding proposed traffic calming improvements for Longford Terrace. The meeting is scheduled again 7 p.m. Thursday, March 29th in the Fitchburg Community Center. So be there, or of course be square, and we'll see what happens. So there you go. Be aware. That's happening. Also be aware of this. Hey, if you want to, play a role in the city of Fitchburg here, there are committee and commission vacancies open for citizens. So applications are being accepted for mayoral appointments to city committees and commissions. Terms do vary by committee, but most of them are about a 3-year term. So if you want to serve on a committee or a commission here in the city of Fitchburg, join the team, as I like to say. Head over to the city's website. You can find the application there. You can fill it out, turn it in, they review it. Say, hey, you'd be a good fit. Next thing you know, you're coming off the bench to save the game. So there you go. Hit a home run with us here at the city of Fitchburg.
Oh, yeah. And it's out of here.
There it goes. Goodbye. All right. Hey, another cool opportunity for you here in the city of Fitchburg. The community garden is opening here, and they have applications. So if you want to be part of it, you need to get an application, fill it out, and send it in. So gardening planning meeting and work day will be scheduled in April. So soon after that, the application period will close. So get them in very soon. Gardener applications can be found by going to the city's website. There's information there about what you got to fill out. And they're also available in hard copy here in the 3rd floor of Fitchburg City Hall. If you need further information, you can always contact Mr. Scott Endel at the number or email address there on the screen, and he will direct you to where you need to go. He's great at that. But yeah, if you want to be part of that, Swan Creek Community Garden, it's a new thing. It's a cool thing. So check it out. Find out more, again, on the city's website. Steam build. Steam open build. Woo. Let's talk about Steam open build. Is it Steam? It's Steam, right?
I believe it's pronounced Steam, yes.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call it Steam, not STEAM.
Correct.
It's not, okay, I just want to make sure. Hey, Wednesday, March 28th, stop by the library for a morning of engineering fun as we build and create with a variety of materials. This is for 5 to 12-year-olds. Dang it. I'm out.
I know, we don't quite make it.
So yeah, this is going to be over at the Fitchburg Public Library. Sounds like a fun time. It's just, a little engineering learning for the youngsters. So, I mean, what's wrong with that? Nothing. You can't say a bad thing about it, except for STEAM. That's not even that bad. So let's move on. Hey, let's talk about a great thing coming up. I'm very excited about this. There's a cultural event series that is about to kick off at the Fitchburg Senior Center. So the Senior Center is proud to be hosting a variety of cultural events and music throughout 2018. They hope to build a greater understanding of diverse cultures and artistic expression found in our community, and to bring a greater appreciation to different traditions around the world. They have a delayed kickoff. They've delayed the kickoff date, so they're pushing it back to April 27th. And then there will be a welcoming. It says here, Red Layers Powerhouse 5+1 from the Capital Jazz City Fest. So if you know about them, you're hyped about this, I'm sure. Mark your calendars. Watch April's newsletter, of course, for more details. But it's going to be at 12:45 in the Oak Hall room. So check it out. Upper level of the community center. Right up there. Oh, okay. So there you go. There's that. That's going to be a good one. I'm excited about it. Now I must tell you about something even more exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Now this is the hot stuff. The kids are all excited about this. Voter IDs. I know, right? Running in the room. Hey, but the spring elections are almost here, and you need an ID to vote, so start the process for a free ID to vote right now. Again, you can just head over to the DMV's website. They have all kinds of information about this. They have a very good process to get you going, get you through it. They'll guide you. So again, just hit up the DMV's website, or you can head over there in person. But now we must take a break. That is all we have time for headlines. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get some water. You should do the same. And then we're going to come back and we're going to watch a little video together about the Verona Road project. So stick with us here on Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be tornado next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
You made this vacation happen, cleverly merging promotions.
Double points with every purchase.
And cross-referencing travel sites. Aloha! If you can ace your vacation, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips at aceyourretirement.org.
Business Before 9 is a monthly professional development series from the Fitchburg Chamber of Commerce, providing you with valuable information on growing your business. Stay up to date on the latest business trends and ideas. Business Before 9, weekdays on F2, the community channel.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up one finger if you're a man, women, 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Welcome back to Talking Fitchburg. We are in the Fitchburg Digest, the second segment of the show, so you haven't missed too much if you're just joining us. And you're here for the important stuff. Our friends from Wisconsin DOT and the Verona Road Project have put together a little video to kind of lay out what's going to be happening in this phase of the Verona Road Project, so take a look right now.
Hello, my name is Chris Frederick and I'm the Construction Project Manager for the Verona Road Project. The 2018 construction season is fast approaching, and here's what to expect this year. In late spring, all Verona Road traffic will shift to the east side of the highway in Fitchburg. Northbound traffic will travel on the newly completed interchange ramps, and southbound traffic will travel on the current northbound lanes. The new configuration will involve traffic shifts and crossovers along Verona Road, lower speed limits, narrow shoulders, and temporary traffic signals at Raymond Road, Williamsburg Way, and the County PD McKee Road intersection. Please be alert for these changes in the work zone. 2 lanes will remain open in each direction on Verona Road and County PD, especially during morning and afternoon rush hours. Nighttime single-lane closures will occur from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Monday through Friday, plus occasional weekends. Crews will reconstruct and expand the west side of Verona Road between Raymond Road and County PD McKee Road, including the future southbound interchange ramps at Williamsburg Way and County PD. The Verona Road and Raymond Road intersection will also be reconstructed this year and completed this fall. It will remain a signalized intersection with 2 left turn lanes from Verona Road northbound to Raymond Road and 3 left turn lanes from Raymond Road to Verona Road northbound. Verona Road traffic will have longer green time upon completion. Noise barriers will be constructed this year along Verona Road between Williamsburg Way and Raymond Road. The southbound noise barrier will be installed in late spring and summer. The northbound noise barrier is expected to be constructed late summer and fall. By November, both directions of Verona Road, north of Williamsburg Way to the Beltline, will be in the final traffic configuration. The entire Verona Road project is currently scheduled to be completed in fall 2020. Be sure to stay informed with this major project and register for project email updates. Simply visit veronaroadproject.wi.gov. Also, don't forget to visit the local businesses in the construction area. On behalf of the construction crews and the project staff, thank you for your continued patience. Safe travels.
So there you go, just a little preview of what to expect this coming construction season from the Verona Road project. We're going to take another quick break, so stick with us. When we come back, we're going to have an interview with Alder Tom Clowder. So stick with us here on Talking Fitchburg.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Or that the projections would be tornado next Thursday?
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency.
Life is full of bittersweet transitions. Sometimes these changes can hit harder than expected and may contribute to feelings of hopelessness.
We've got this, Dad.
Or even thoughts of suicide. Support from friends and family can make a big difference to a veteran going through a difficult time.
You good, sir?
Together, our actions could help save a life.
I got this.
Learn more at veteranscrisisline.net.
An oncologist is a cancer doctor. Neuroblastoma is a cancer that mostly affects kids.
Do the kids in your grade know these words?
Probably not. I don't think.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today is Alderman Tom Clowder. Tom, former mayor of the City of Fitchburg, former alder, former security guard now, you can add that, and former police officer. You've done it all, Tom, and there's still more to be had, right?
I know. I knew you were going to say that, but I can tell you that I'm really not adding to my resume. I'm really not. Believe it or not, you already said it.
Until you retire, I'm not holding my breath.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. I hear you.
So Tom, we've got you on for a couple of reasons. A, we want to get to know all of our alders here in the city of Fitchburg, and we'll continue to invite all of them on here to the show. So we're going to talk a little bit about your district, talk a little bit about some of the projects you're working on, and then save a little time at the end, Tom, to talk about a unique experience you had working at the Super Bowl of all Super Bowls. Let me tell you what.
That was a good game.
Tell me are you an Eagles fan?
Because the Packers weren't in it, I really didn't care who win, but I have to say I was really rooting for the Eagles a little bit, just because they were the underdog.
Absolutely.
I meant it.
We'll save we'll save all of that for the later piece. But first, Tom, why don't you talk a little bit about your district? You are District 4, and what's that district made up of?
Right. District. First of all, before I forget, I want to say thanks for inviting me, and I think between the alders and the mayor, they should do this. They should come forward and talk to you, because at the same time they're talking to you, they're talking to the whole city. And it's good to get the information out there. District 4 and Seat 7 that I'm in, and I'll say this a little bit slow just so people understand, because I'm sure some people watch and say, I don't think he's my alder. Oh, yes, he is my alder. Or they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But this district, District 4 goes, and I'm going to use Lacey Road first. So if you go down Lacey Road, come back to the west, but let's go east. If you go down Lacey Road, and then you go south on Fish Hatchery, you go to Irish Lane, you go down Irish Lane to the east, and I have everything to the south. I know I said that kind of quick, but it's kind of a jog there. I'll say that again. So if you're on Lacey Road, if you go to Fish Hatchery, turn right. You're going south, you go to Irish, turn left on Irish, and I have everything to the south. Now let's go back on Lacey Road. If you're on Lacey Road and you go up to Seminole Highway, take a right, and you go to the north. And you go to the north and you'll hit PD. Then you're going to go left on PD to the west, across Verona Road, over to, I'm going to call it Fitcherona, and then it goes south, and it's the whole district. It's really all the rural area, well, pretty much all the rural area, and the farmers. There's a lot of apartment buildings out there, so that gives you a little bit of an idea of what I have for the district.
Yeah, it's a pretty expansive place here. You're seeing the map now to help. We
there you
just
go.
got it up. Don't worry, Tom. I would have pointed to it if it was up.
There you go.
We just got
You
it
did
up
good.
here.
Yep.
But it does cover what looks like the majority of the city, but really it is a strong rural area, but wraps around kind of a little bit of the whole city.
It does. It does. The north end, I don't have. I want to make it clear too. When I say something like that, you still, as an alderman, have the whole city, because you still represent the city no matter where you go. But there are districts, and this particular district in blue is the District 4 that I represent.
Yeah. And it's a wide one there.
Yeah,
It was a good thing. Leaves you with some unique challenges and some longtime residents here too as well.
Yeah, there is. There's no question about it. There's a lot of history in Fitchburg, and there's no question about. Even think of the farmers that have been there, and even the farmers' children are some of them. I'm not saying a lot, but some even buy homes in our subdivisions, so the generations are still out there, without a doubt.
Which is pretty awesome. You kind of gave me a little bit of an outline of some of the stuff you're working on, and so we'll try to touch as much as we can with the time we have.
Sure.
But talk a little bit about traffic, something you're working on.
Well, the traffic is interesting for the residents. Traffic in Fitchburg is always a problem. And the deal is people, not only because of the Verona Road project, but we're a cut-through. These are not the city's words now. These are Tom's words. We're a community that people cut through. They cut through PD. They cut through Fish Hatchery Road. We have a lot of traffic that isn't our own. And every community has that. I know people say, well, Tom, that's all it is. It is all over. But traffic is always a problem in the city. And to give you a little idea what's going on with traffic, at Lacey Road and Seminole Highway in the future, there will be a stop-and-go light. There was some discussion about a roundabout, which I'm against. I just think right now a traffic light at that intersection is good for the future. Another one we're looking at to work with the town of Verona. I want to make that clear. The town of Verona, so it's just not on Fitchburg's back, but it's at Fitcherona. Fitcherona down there by Nesbitt they're backed up. I can tell you right now, people are already thinking, oh my gosh, when I'm on Fitcherona, it's sometimes backed up to Lacey Road. We get it. I understand that. I've been down there and the traffic's been backed up that bad. So those are a couple things. Oh, there is another road coming in if people don't know about it. If you talk about the Sub-Zero property, it goes across the field there literally. There's a Dunn farm there. There's a Dunn field, I call it, where you see there's a dirt road. It looks like it's going across. That's going to be a road that will come on to Seminole Highway right there. We also are looking at redoing a section of PD. That would be PD to the west, Seminole Highway at PD to the west, roughly, I'm not going to have the exact spot, but to the movie theater. They're going to redo it. I was against putting in bike lanes there. I'll tell you why quick. Bicycles, I'm not against, obviously, but bikes in traffic really doesn't go together if you can kind of avert that. And they had different designs that they were going to do on PD. And I kept bringing up, we just need one path for bicyclists, walkers, joggers, and I'll tell you where I got the best example. It's John Nolan Drive. John Nolan Drive, they seem to all work together well. And it doesn't cost the city more money, too, to put a bike lane in, to put a stroller lane in, to put, an example that, my own opinion, it's my opinion now, not anybody else's. Lacey Road down here to the east, overdone. I wasn't on the council then. I wasn't the mayor. That was overdone, and it cost the city a lot of money we didn't see coming. But those are just some traffics that I know you're familiar with, and Fish Hatchery Road is always going to be a problem, no question about that. Years ago, it should have been 4 lanes all the way out to beyond at least to Wayland Road, but it wasn't.
Developments. There's a lot in your district happening, and I shouldn't say your district. Again, I think you worded that very well. That all districts have something going on, but talk about some of the development.
There is the development going on. Is I'm very much aware of, and I'm on top of it. I think what's happening. First development is the North Stoner Prairie development we got going on Lacey Road, down here by Seminole Highway. The developer, before me, when I say that, I wasn't on the city council then, had changed that development to high density, or it was changed, and I was part of that. But at the same time, I wasn't aware that there was a study committee out there, and the study committee did not want high density, and the developer brought high density to the city, and it didn't go over real well. And at this point, all I'm going to say is I know that he's working on redoing that. I don't know to what degree. And that's a development that high density on that corner, it would just been tough to swallow for a lot of people. That's a busy intersection. I'm aware of that one. Another one is Fish Hatchery Road. There was the south of Fish Hatchery Road, on Fish Hatchery, south of Lacey. There's a development there that was high density, and the neighbors didn't like that one. It was also a development that it's a tough road to get out without having high density and a lot of traffic, so that's been changed. And I wasn't at the meeting because I was out of town, but he wants to do senior housing there now, so that was changed. And the last one is the Edge. And this one I don't know if so many people are aware of, but it's on at the top of the hill on it would be south of McCoy Road. On top of the hill there, Randy Alexander is looking at the Edge development, and that would kind of overlook the city towards the Capitol, if you know what I mean. In that development would be condos, retail. It's in an old landfill. So that those are just a couple that are on the horizon, and we'll see what happens with them.
We only got a couple minutes left,
Okay.
and let's talk. You want to talk about the city hall a little bit, and
Sure.
some of the future, I don't call
The
replacements,
reason
but staffing and whatnot.
The people should know about City Hall. What happened at City Hall is the Department of Public Works director that we had, he went to the private sector. So we are going to fulfill that position, but at the same time, there's no one there now. We have a part-time person. And the other one was Human Resources. Human Resources, that individual left to take another job. I believe it was a state job, but I'm not sure. I think that's what it was. That will be filled. And also, I want to put a pitch out for summer help. If you know somebody.
And we've talked about it a lot on this show, trying to
Have
help
ya?
get people on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot that always comes this time of year, but
Well, you know, and the other thing, if people are watching and they have college students, it's the ideal time to have them come walk through the front door because we're looking for summer help. And I can't emphasize enough that we're hire college students, high school students. It's a good time to apply in Fitchburg.
absolutely lots available. And like I said, it's always the time of year. So, Tom, I appreciate the time, and we'll hopefully get you back on the show in the future.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a quick break. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
Got a quarter?
Neuroblastoma, immunotherapy, lymphoblastic, dexamethasone, ALL or acute lymphoblastic leukemia, methotrexate, doxorubicin, vincristine.
Do the kids in your grade know these words?
I don't know if any of them know these words. I don't think.
Why do you?
Because I survived cancer.
After 15 years of smoking, Eva Marie quit. There's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hello and welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. It is time to wrap up the show. Thank you to Alder Clowder for being on the show. And hey, thanks for Rona Road Project and Wisconsin DOT for letting us show your video. Appreciate it very much. Here is what's coming up on this very channel tonight at 7 p.m. You got Inside Business. Again, ladies and gentlemen, check that show out. It is top tier. VASD Personalized Learning Open House is at 7:30 p.m. and then VASD New School Listening Session at 8 p.m. Hold on, there's more. Children's Corner starts at 9 p.m. Paws, Jaws, and Claws. Then at 9:30 p.m., Kamla Show. Susan Frey, Slate Garrett. So check that out. And then at 10 p.m., this show that you're watching right now is going to replay. So if you're just tuning in, watch it at 10. That's all I got for you, ladies and gentlemen. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, email us if you got questions, comments, or concerns. Otherwise, just have a wonderful, wonderful day.